So if you've watched my channel for a while now, you'll probably have heard me say I am so tired in like every single video. It is so hard to describe just how tired I am right now. I am dying on the inside. Hi, today is October 31st, 2023, and in case you didn't know, my name is Lisa. Yes, today is Halloween, and what would I usually be doing on Halloween? Well, I was expecting to be handing out trick-or-treat candy, you know, things like that, hoping little kids come to my door, I could see their cute costumes, and well, none of that happened. And none of that happened because apparently my neighborhood doesn't do trick-or-treating. Like, what is even the point of owning a house if no one comes to your house for Halloween? And that's just stupid. Well, I guess that's my life now. But let's talk a bit more about where I've been. You probably saw my last video that I filmed in September, and it was like, took like 4 weeks or 5 weeks to put it out simply because, once again, I've been so tired. You hear this all the time from me. So let's talk about what happened. As you probably surmised from the title of this video, I have really bad B12 deficiency. I literally just found this out like 2 weeks ago. But it's not all it appears to seem. Like based on my diet, there should be no reason why I have this deficiency. And when I say it's deficient, like it is deficient. Like how are you even functioning deficient? Truth was, I wasn't. But let's go back to the beginning and kind of like take a look at how this all started. For the last 2 years, I had a really, really stressful job. I was just exhausted and tired all the time, constantly getting sick and just not able to do anything. Like even when I was putting out videos last year, I was really running on fumes. I was on adrenaline all the time, and I thought, okay, well, I'm gonna rest for the summer. You know, get back here. It was not as restful as the summer as I'd hoped, but you know, I thought once I start working, at least I'll be working from home, and I'll just get a chance to rest. But it seemed no matter what I did, I just could not get my energy up. I kept saying in my most recent videos, hey, I joined the gym, I'm gonna start going to the gym and working out again, blah, blah, blah. It just never happened, because I would get to the weekend and I could just not recover. I was so tired from sitting on the couch every day. And I was definitely eating enough. Like I'm still losing weight, but I was like, I'm eating like between 1,600 and 1,800 calories a day, which is enough to lose weight, but also not enough to like be like starving myself. And once again, I'm eating like a lot of high like protein, like saturated fat, like dairy, and red meat, and all these other things that have lots of B12 in them. So there really should just be no reason I have this deficiency. So I didn't even like think about it, right? Because typically if you're gonna be asking your doctor about something, you know, it's gonna be like something you haven't already considered. And I was like, well, I know about B12. And so I made sure like I was getting enough vitamins and nutrients in my diet to like account for all these things. But after 2 months, that energy just was still not coming back. And I just happened to have a doctor's appointment for like something completely unrelated. And my doctor asked me at the very end of the appointment, she's like, is there anything else I can help you with? Like, and is everything okay? And I think like, I just like wonder if she saw something that I wasn't considering, because I was like, nah, I know, it's fine. And she's like, no, really, is everything okay? And I'm like, you know, I'm just so tired. And I can't seem to figure out why. And I started making excuses. I'm like, you know what? I have PCOS and I have hypothyroidism, and I know I'm being like treated for those things, but you know, treatment never works 100%. And then I'm like, oh, I also have like Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. I know it's whatever. And I'm like, I think I'm just going to be tired for the rest of my life. And she was just like, hold on a second. No, not acceptable. And like, thank God she did, because you know, it's so hard to find good doctors who will just like not dismiss you and want to move on with their day. But she was like, no, we're gonna retest your thyroid. We're gonna make sure your medication is supposed to be where it's at. Maybe your thyroid's gotten worse, or etc. We have to up your dosage or test that. She's like, I'm also gonna test your B12. We're just gonna take a look at your B12. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And yeah, so the next day I go and get my blood tested, and the results come back very quickly, like within 24 hours. And turns out I have like severe B12 deficiency, like so bad. Like it was so bad that I was having issues. I just thought I was clumsy. I've been clumsy for a few years. I didn't even consider the clumsiness was anything beyond, you know, the joint stuff that I have going on. Apparently, no, like clumsiness is something that comes along with B12 deficiency. I've been having some like really big issues with focusing. That's never really been a problem for me until recently. I was just struggling to get things done, working at like a faster processing speed. Like I just chalked it all up to my exhaustion, and I guess that was technically correct. Yeah, it was the B12 deficiency, and my doctor was like, "Oh my goodness!" When she read those results, she's like, "Lisa, you need to come in for shots." Like, she's like, we gotta like, we're gonna give you 2 months of shots, one shot every 2 weeks, and we're gonna see how you do after 2 months. Retest you, see if your levels go up." And on the one hand, I was like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe this has been going on for so long," because we looked at my last levels and they were like borderline low, but not enough to be concerned. I was just told to eat more B12, which is why I knew about the whole B12 thing when it came to eating. I knew I had to get that up because of my last test result. So the fact that it was going down while I was actively increasing my B12 was kind of weird. So how did this happen? Well, it turns out one of the medications I'm taking is actually stopping the B12 absorption. So I'm eating up B12, but it doesn't really even matter. It's just my body is not absorbing it because it can't break it down in my stomach. And unfortunately, this is a medication I cannot stop taking. So right now we're kind of at a loss. Like, am I just gonna have to keep taking this medication and then getting injections? Or am I gonna stop taking the medication and stop getting injections? I can't really stop taking it. That's just not an option. So today after work, I got my second injection of like 5 before we retest. And after the first one, I started to notice like maybe a tiny uptick of energy a few days later, but it quickly like went down. Like the last 4 days have been just miserable. I felt like dead tired again. Had like 2 days of energy. And I talked to my doctor and my brother's a pharmacist, about like, hey, how long is this gonna take? And they're like, yeah, you're not gonna feel yourself for at least like a month to 6 weeks. So that's a pretty long time. So I've about a month before I'm gonna start to feel like normal again, which on one hand, I'm really excited to feel normal again. I'm hoping I can film more, hoping I can get more videos out and all this stuff. And on the other hand, I'm like, geez, this is just like so much wasted time. I can't believe I'm how to put this? Like, I'm one of those people where if I'm not getting things done, I don't feel like I'm happy. I have to get things done to be happy. So when I let things like this channel slide, it's really upsetting to me. So I'm hoping that I'll get back in the swing of things once this gets taken care of. I know I've said that 100 times about various other things, but at least now we know what's wrong. Like, we know I'm having this deficiency issue, and it's not like anything I can technically control other than just getting the shots I need to get every 2 weeks. Because like, beyond doing these videos and taking care of this channel and trying to get my other channel off the ground with Alex, it's really actually been affecting me at like my day job as well, just not being able to get all the paperwork and stuff that I need to get done during the day. So that's kind of been the priority, so I can, keep my house and eat and stuff. And maybe my doctor and I will like end up discussing other medication options eventually, to maybe stop taking the medication that's keeping me from absorbing B12. We'll just have to see. In the meantime, this is just another roadblock on the weight loss journey. I mean, it's affected my weight loss in the sense that I can't work out at the moment because it causes muscle weakness along with tiredness. I went to the grocery store on Saturday and I was sore for 3 days afterwards. That's kind of how bad it is. But I will say, if you are feeling this kind of exhaustion and you don't really know what's causing it and you feel like you've tried everything, talk to your doctor. Hopefully they're a good doctor that listens to you and doesn't dismiss you. I'm so happy I have a doctor that actually listens to me and has helped me with all these problems. Talk to them about hypothyroidism, get tested for that. Talk to them about your B12, get tested for that. And hopefully those things are taken care of. I've done everything in my diet that I can to get my energy up. And right now it's just kind of in the hands of the medical system, which I only trust like half the time. But anyways, that's all for right now. Hope you liked this video. Please like and subscribe. Check out my cool little Halloween candy corn sweater. I love it. And you have a great day. Talk to you later.